Well, hello, everybody.
Yo, yo.
Hello.
It's time for Sports and Spaghetti, episode 72.
Yeah.
I was looking earlier today when I was doing the script, and I said to Melissa, that's a lot of episodes. It's not like a round number.
It's
like
almost
80
100 episodes.
Yeah, it's just like...
What number is it?
72.
Oh, my God.
It's a lot of time put into it. And
We got to do something special for 100.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're going to be eating yet, brother.
Oh, no.
We're going to figure something out.
Oh, no.
Nikki tries 100 foods. No. That list you're making.
It's going to be like shrimp.
We're just going to cross everything off that list
Yeah.
you're making. Don't worry.
Nikki tries scrimps.
Scrimps. Oh, no. I eat the bone. I eat the guasa. You know what that is?
No.
I eat the guasa. This guy in court, he was mad. This guy, he hit him with a chicken.
Oh, I did see that.
I eat the guasa. I say that like 4 times a day now. I eat the guasa.
I've been big on the I'll take 17 of them.
Yes.
Spectacular, give me 17.
Yes.
I say that a
Yes.
lot. I'm trying to think of what else I've been saying.
We always say, how you doing? Oh, man. Well, we're here, and there's pizza in front of us today.
Beats.
Now, we've already done a pizza episode. I know. If you've been a long-time listener like Felipe, or my parents, or my mother, really, you would know that we've already done pizza. I made pizza at Anthony's house, and we did a pizza episode. I did a long. Remember, I did the 24-hour
Long
dough.
Yeah. 00 dough.
The double. Oh, what was that? What's that mean? It wasn't me.
Oh,
I'm not
shoot.
dinging.
That's my bad, gang.
I'm not dinging. It's all right. He just got out of work. It's all right. We'll forgive him. But I did. So what I did not do this time was that I did not do. I don't have. We get 2 kids. I'm not making 24-hour dough. Anyway, we're having a pizza off today. It was a pizza cook-off, and initially Nikki was going to make a pizza as well, but allegedly he didn't have any time.
I didn't, and then I realized I could have. Maybe. I was going to prep it and then have Mom cook it.
From the beginning, from the yeast going in the bowl of warm water to it looking like that, took 1 hour.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, I wanted it to be somewhat fresh. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
I didn't want to make it at, because I was up at, 1.
You were up at 1 p.m.?
Actually, I got up at noon, went and got my hair cut, and then I came back home, and I had, an hour before I went to work. And
For somebody that's never made a pizza before, that was probably a fair thing that you didn't attempt the pizza.
it would have taken more than an hour for me. I'm straight up.
Absolutely. More than an hour.
Because he would have went out and got the dough and then realized, oh, wait, I got to let it sit.
It's caught. Why is it caught? It's
Why?
not,
It's not
stretching.
Yeah, I'm not as stupid as you guys think, man.
He does work in a grocery store. So.
And I made a pie.
He did make
The Lost
pie.
Pie episode.
The Lost Files. We gotta. That's for the 100th episode. We gotta release bits of the pie episode, if I could even find them. I don't even know where to look.
Anyways, I got a surprise for next week for y'all.
Oh, good.
I'm taking care of food next week.
Okay then.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
Very good. But in any event, we have pizza today. Anthony made pizza. I made pizza. Our pizzas are very different. And Nikki is going to be the ultimate judge of the pizza, as well as you guys at home, because we're going to put a poll up, and you're not going to be able to eat them. But you will be able to see them and listen to us or watch us talk about them and decide which one you would like better.
There will also be somewhat of a side quest when it comes to the dough and the sauce used. I think we can do polls on that as well
Yes,
in a conversation.
there will be conversations and polls this week, I promise.
Yes.
And the episode will be out as you're watching it today on Friday. I've got nothing to do for the next couple of days. I'm getting ready for school. All right, so Nikki, fresh off of work,
Yes, sir.
look at what you have in front of you and tell me what you think.
They both look good actually. I was honestly thinking that they weren't gonna look great.
How?
I don't know, just because
How is he
I feel
gonna,
like-
The quality of food we've put out over 72 episodes, and he's gonna be like, I don't think it was
that
good.
means we've probably cooked for 53 of the 72 episodes.
homemade pizza
at
is
least.
no simple task, okay? And I have very specific,
requirements.
requirements.
He's very picky. He's Picky Nicky.
So I didn't even keep your requirements in, but there's like I feel like it hits your requirements.
I mean, it definitely doesn't, but
I will.
but I'm gonna try it, so that's fine.
By the way, this pizza is my pizza. Okay, I made a very traditional cheese pizza. I made with homemade dough, a quick dough, not a 24-hour dough. A homemade sauce with tomatoes from the garden. All the tomatoes I used were from the garden. It was 100% garden sauce. The cheese was from the store. And on half of it, I did a little drizzle of honey, as I do, and this half is just regular, so Nick could try it plain. Anthony, what do you have here? Explain your pizza. Because it's a different look.
I gotta find the cool name for mine. I was thinking the King and the Sting.
This is called the cheese pizza.
I'm thinking the King and the Sting is the name of the pizza for some reason.
Go for it.
Mine, I use store-bought dough because I didn't have time to make dough today. I didn't. So I used store-bought dough, and I did some light Italian blend cheese from the store. Everything else is homemade. I did homemade the sauce.
Italian blend, what do you mean? Like pecorino?
Yeah.
Mozzarella?
Yep, correct. Little Parmesan on top.
Parmesan.
I baked the Parmesan on. But I have some hot soppressata as well as some shallots and some cherry peppers. And it goes drizzled.
Wait a minute. I thought you said it was capicola.
No, hot soppressata.
He said it's got hot gabagool on there.
I don't remember.
I definitely
I'm gonna
said
be honest.
soppressata.
It wasn't recorded, but I thought you said gabagool. I was like, oh wow, it's super sot.
It's hot soppressata with some shallots and cherry peppers and some hot honey. That
Why?
Goes on.
Why?
Taste it. That's why.
I'm just asking you why.
Taste it. It's delicious. The cooked shallots are very sweet. It's the most umami pizza I've ever made in my life.
Madonna me.
It's sweet. It's salty. It's spicy. It's delicious. It's delicious.
I'd like to say before I try these pizzas, my favorite kind of pizza is New York style pizza. And I like a little garlic in my pizza.
Yeah.
And I like a fluffy crust.
Okay.
And I feel like a mixture of your two's pizza would be perfect for me.
I don't like fluffy crust except when Mom makes it.
I know you didn't, and that's why I didn't expect yours to have fluffy crust.
You're a pizza rustica guy.
Yeah.
He is.
But there is garlic in there. There's garlic in the sauce.
There's garlic in mine too.
Oh, lovely.
There's got to be garlic on a pizza.
Yeah, but I need to be able to taste
This
it.
isn't Melissa's family.
I need to be able to taste it. That's what I'm saying.
I love you all.
I need to be able to taste it. And in fact, I was prepping a pizza in my head because I was ready to make one for real, and I was gonna do a nice little garlic on the crust.
A la Domino's.
Little Papa John's.
Not. I wasn't gonna do a thicken like they do it. They'd put too much on it, and
Little garlic powder. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Little garlic, granulated garlic.
Olive oil, little granulated garlic.
Yeah. There you go. I was gonna do that.
Yeah, you wanted to absolutely ruin it.
So
Okay.
how are we going to rate these? Are we going to rate these on overall? I feel like we should do overall crust, sauce, dough.
I just thought he was going to say which one he liked better. Yeah, all right. Sauce.
You got to get some Iron
crust,
Chef in here.
Crust, sauce,
Overall dough.
and overall.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We're going to go heat these up, and we'll be back in 1 minute. And we're back. All right. Nicky has heated up the pizza. Nicky's going to try the pizza, and then he's going to tell us what he thinks. So, he has Anthony's pizza, which is the bigger slices. This is mine with a little honey drizzle on it. Not hot honey. I drizzled it at home before I cooked it. It's cooked with the honey. And this one is just plain cheese, no honey. All right. Nick, go for it.
I'm a little scared of this.
All right, so you're going to try Anthony's pizza first, I understand.
Oh Jesus!
What?
There's so much honey. It's dripping off.
So Anthony
my bad, pal.
drizzled, and by drizzle I mean poured some hot honey
There's
on
too
to
much of a
Nick's.
squeeze on it, pal.
What bite should I take?
Yeah, there looks like there's multiple bites,
I mean,
right? Because this one's got like it all on it.
Yeah, you got a solid one. I would try to get some of the hot super. I would just eat the piece of pizza, Nick.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, I want to get part of the super sot, but
All right,
the
I'm gonna
super
try it.
sot
I'd go with that corner.
is drowned in honey.
So dump some off.
That's good.
You're eating it cold though.
I don't want it like in the micro.
All right.
That's good.
So how is like right here?
That looks like a good bite. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's a lot for pizza, but it's good. That's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
That was pretty good though. That was actually decent. It was definitely too much honey. No cap.
Yeah, that was my fault when I squeezed it.
That's okay. But other than that, it was good.
It almost tastes like sausage and peppers.
I don't know what that tastes like, but it was.
It tasted like sausage and peppers to me.
So did you get any shallot in the bite?
No.
I don't know what I got, but it was actually not bad.
So you have shallot. It's right up by the top, by the crust.
Maybe I did.
Oh yeah, I should try your crust.
Well, you're gonna like that. Oh, there's the shallot. Okay.
Cutting them super fine. We'll give the recipe. We'll post the recipe on Instagram as well. Love that for you.
This shirt has been through everything. It's okay.
So what I did was the shallots. I cut everything, including the soprasad, with my mandolin. So it was as thin as I could possibly get it that I needed to cut. So it was the onion, the soprasad, and I think that the shallot, the soprasad. That's pretty much it. But I cut them really thin and I put them on the pizza raw. And when they cooked, they just got super sweet, super duper sweet. So it's not oniony at all. It's very sweet. And then you get the little spice and the sour vinegar from the pepper, and then you get some extra sweetness, some spice with the honey. I think it's the perfect pizza.
Anthony, that was honestly pretty good, and I would love to know what a regular pizza would be like from you, like a cheese. I would love to know what it would taste like.
So I did go super light on this cheese as well too, as you could.
Yeah, I like
light,
that.
I went light
I don't
cheese.
like
I went
light
light
cheese,
light sauce.
I'm a bit surprised, genuine.
As in, like, good surprise.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. Like that. Okay. Like I was scared.
Okay.
Like I didn't think I was gonna like it at all. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I am ready.
You're gonna try it. You're gonna try mine. All right. Nick's gonna
This is
try
the honey,
mine.
right?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, Mom. I'm gonna try mine again.
You've also shocked me here. That is a really good pizza.
Thank you.
That actually like tastes like something you'd get at a restaurant, to be honest. Like serious.
Thank you.
Like I could go to an Italian restaurant, get a personal pie, and that's what it would taste like.
Thank you.
That was very well done.
Thanks.
I'm honestly gonna eat the rest of it. Okay. But I'll try your normal one first.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty similar.
That's really good. Yo, y'all killed it. For real.
As I like to tell all my coworkers whenever I talk about a podcast, we do this. This is what we do. When they're shocked, they're like, "You can cook?" This is what I do. When they try my food, this is what I do.
Yeah, for the people
If you
at
love
home,
it,
Yeah.
this is no joke. This is actually legit stuff right here. Like this ain't no frozen pizza. This ain't no nothing.
no,
This is
it's
legit
real.
stuff.
It's real and it's
It is.
easy.
It's so easy.
Yeah, I really wish I made one now. I feel like I missed out.
No,
I'm
it's all
making a
right.
good
We'll
pie.
give you another chance. You said you got dinner next week, so
I do.
I'm very excited. No, listen, man. It's I mean, yours is beautiful. It's just not. It's so different from mine.
No, yours is a traditional. Mine's a specialty
Right.
pie. That's exactly.
It's
You
so
can go
different. But really, what it's about, like you said, this is what we do. Yeah. Like I made this pizza. I've made it for company. I've made it for family. I've made it for friends. I've made it for home. I made 2. I made, we ate the first one. It's
yeah, so did I.
It's just like I do this.
My mom was like, "Can we do this more often?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll make pizza all the time for you if you want."
I mean, we do pizza once a week at least at my house, and it's funny Nick's comment about it being like from a restaurant. It's and where it comes from, and the same with you cooking so well every time, and especially how adventurous you are with ingredients. I tend to do more traditional. You usually are more experimental, and it all comes from us doing it over and over and over and over again. I mean, I've made that pizza probably 50 times in the past 2 years.
Well, it's like one thing for me, and I know you're the same way too, is like since we started doing this and actually cooking and having to pretty much give food reviews on our own stuff every week, it's like, oh, I know how to stack flavors now. I know how to build flavor profiles. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. So it's like, oh, this little ingredient that I never thought I would use is going to elevate this ingredient, which brings this ingredient out.
You've been so good with that. And I think the case in point here is how you decided to add the shallot to this. While I didn't taste shallot,
there's a weird sweetness.
It's a
that's
layer.
Not honey.
Right. It's a layer. The same thing is like how I make my dough. And when I was making it this weekend at my mother-in-law's house, they had company over, and I said, I'll make pizza. She was like, where's the recipe? I said, it's here. I've made it, and the recipe I started using, it was never enough flour. It was always soaking wet when I turned it out onto the floured surface. So I said, I'm not going to do 2 cups. I'm going to do 2 cups. And then I'm going to just add it until it's together.
Until it's there, yeah.
And so sometimes when it's not humid, it's less. Sometimes today when it's been raining on and off, I need almost 3 cups. It's just the way it goes. And so, but that all comes with doing it and doing it and doing it and perfecting it. It's the same with my cookies. It's the same with your everything.
Bread.
Your bread. Oh, my God. He makes bread like nobody's business.
I haven't made that in a while.
That focaccia. The cherry pepper focaccia. That was 2 years ago on Thanksgiving.
I know.
We got to do it again this year.
Yeah.
No
incidents.
No incident. That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
No incidents. We're doing a
Friendsgiving incidents.
Right. We're just doing Friendsgiving. With everybody. Nick was there last time, but Nick again.
I was there.
Nick again. We're not buying pizza. We're cooking. Anyway. All right, Nick. It is time for you to judge the pizza.
Let's deliberate.
Okay.
You can talk through it on air.
Sauce.
Sorry again. This is really good. Oh.
The sauce was good. Very good on both. I feel like I didn't get a lot of sauce from Anthony's. Chris has had a lot of sauce, which I like. And Chris's sauce tasted like super authentic. But I actually like I don't like honey, but I actually liked the hot honey on Anthony's. I mean, it was too much, but like I liked what it added to the pizza.
The pizza.
Is there a problem?
No, it's all you.
Okay,
You have the floor.
I will
Sorry.
continue going then.
Sorry.
I really liked Anthony's crust and his dough and his cheese. I did. I think your cheese was great. It was the correct amount. Not to say yours was incorrect, Chris. It was just more than is my preference. But I liked it. Your cheese was also good. All right. Anthony crust 8. Anthony sauce 6. Anthony overall 7.
I'll take that.
Nice. I like how he did
I'll
that.
take that.
I like how he did that. That made me happy how
It was good.
he took ownership. All right.
Chris. Chef. Chef.
I know. I feel like I'm on Chow.
That's a good episode.
What is?
Have Nikki make us a basket. We do a chop thing.
Oh my God! It's gonna have a bagel in it. It's gonna have bagel and chicken tenders.
Nah, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get some crazy ingredients.
All right. Anyway.
All right. Chris. Crust. I didn't think about this.
Oh.
Chris. Crust. 5. Chris. Sauce. 9. Chris overall. 8.5.
Wow.
Chris takes it 22.5 to 21.
Wow.
That's where I'm at.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you for both of our scores. I think I will take both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
my predictions going in were like, I don't know, maybe 7 for Chris and like 3 for Ant. Just because the toppings.
that's true.
The
That's a
toppings.
fair thing because he
I
knew
am
and
wild.
you talked it up.
I did. I was like, this is
You
this
were
is
saying
something.
this is a bougie pizza, and I was like, I was standing there cooking. I said to Melissa, I'm like, what is he talking about? What is a bougie pizza? I thought it was
Non-traditional.
gonna have like penne alla vodka on it, like at Bruno that Melissa gets all the time. I was like, is that bougie? And she was like, ask him.
Just a non-trad out there.
Yeah, I liked it.
I wasn't doubting your pizza making skills. It was the toppings that made me scared.
So with my sauce, I used leftover Sunday sauce, and I went light on it because I didn't want it to overpower it because it's not a
I think you
traditional-
had to. I think you had to go light on it.
Good idea.
If I went heavy on it, it'd be all sauce, and that's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
Right.
that's smart.
I think if you made, and I'm not saying anything bad about the dough, but you could tell it's store dough
course.
just because of the way it looks.
Of course.
It's just how it is. If you made that, like Nikki said, if you made that pizza with homemade dough,
It sounds like it's something we're gonna have to do.
Because I like this. I know he likes the puffier dough. I mean, I could make it thicker on the outside. But boy, oh boy, I loved your topping.
That's literally what I was thinking. Like, if you take Ant's cheese and like crust formation, and then Chris's dough and sauce, oh my God, that would be a killer pie.
That would be a good pie.
And now, see, hopefully, Nick, this has opened your eyes at the pizza place to maybe try some other option. Because I got to be honest with you, some Italian restaurants, or pizza places, I should say, will give you something similar to this. Sausage and pepper on top, a meatball, meat lovers. It's going to give you a flavor similar to that because that sauce he made has a lot of meat in it, correct?
A base, yeah.
It was a meat base. It's like a Sunday sauce, not gravy. Demersky. But yeah, they'll put cherry pepper on it. Cherry pepper pie is very popular, especially in the city. But yeah, hopefully it's expanded your horizons a little bit because that's a pretty exotic pizza.
Yeah.
It is.
If there's any restaurants out there watching here on the Tiki Talk, shout out Tom Martino's. If you want to throw this on the menu, of course you can. Just name it after me,
Just call it the Ant.
the Barbary.
The Barbary. I like that.
That's it.
Very good. This one is just pizza.
I'm still not trying no pineapple and ham on my pizza.
He said
I thought
if
about
he
it.
brought
I
if he
thought
puts
about it.
pineapple, I'm not even eating it.
I thought about it.
You made a good decision.
Oh man. I thought, to be honest with you, when you said bougie, like I said, I thought there was gonna be like pasta on it. I thought there was gonna be just extravagance. It was instead really well done.
This is my caviar pizza.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad. It's very
I got
easy.
a text, that's all.
That's okay.
Oh, she sent me a picture. That's all.
It's very easy to do. It's a good family night. I know, we know Dev watches this. make a pizza with the boys, have a night of it. You can take the Ant route, go store-bought dough. You can take the Chris route. You can do your own. The thing about pizza, right, that's fun, you can make a lot of small ones, and then you can buy a little bit of every ingredient, and everybody has their own pizza, and you have a good time.
That's absolutely right. The dough I make makes 2 medium-sized homemade pizzas. You could break it up into 4 and make 4 super personal pizzas, like 6-7 inch pie.
I did two personals and 1 big one for everybody here.
And pizza's so good. It's so good. I don't know anybody, really, that doesn't like pizza. I don't know anybody that doesn't like it.
It's a vessel, man. It's a vessel for creativity.
Also, not the unhealthiest thing.
It's not the worst, no.
Like, it's not that bad for you.
A lot of carbs for you, boy, but
it's heavy on the carbs because it's bread. It's like a piece of bread and cheese, but it's not terrible. In moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Right. Some things are really, really bad for you, even in moderation. But this is good, and it's yummy.
I mean, there's one thing, you said it was good. There's one thing that I do want to hear that's good for you, but I also want to hear things that are bad for you and that are for you. And I think I could hear all that and in no particular order coming up right now.
If I have to give Ant props for his transitions, that was probably one of his best.
I agree.
I was like, what is he going to say?
I had no idea.
Thanks, fellas.
I was at a training for work the past 2 days. I'm not going to talk about the training because it was like trying to glue my eyes open. But the what do I call it? The person giving the PD.
Moderator?
The moderator, I guess. The proctor. Was trying to transition like that. And like how we do on the football games. Like how we just
Can we just real
butter?
quick? Can we just? How excited are you for this season?
I've been
I'm
thinking
so
about it
excited,
every
dude.
day.
Me too.
Okay. Should we have a 3-man team? I think Nick is qualified.
If not Nick, we could always bring Andrew back.
No, we love you, Andrew. We're gonna have Andrew on the show, but I think he's got a permaban from WXCI's airwaves after he stormed that ship, and I do mean boat. Oh man, Andrew, we love you. We love you. Okay,
A loyal day oneer, if you would.
Absolutely, and a really good dude. A good dude. Anyway, he loves. You know where he loves to go eat is Stan's. They make pizza.
Well, that's the thing. Is like that was my idea, right? Is like
they would have that at
exactly,
Stan's.
exactly.
That's where they would have
Exactly.
that.
It's bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bougie pizza. I got a pizza. I got the hot honey pizza at Stan's last time I was there.
It's the shallots that make it, though.
It is. It's good. It's good stuff. Anyway, in no particular order, here we go. So this was really fun and easy to do this week. Sometimes it's really hard to find one of each. Let's start with the good this week. Juan Soto has been on an absolute heater lately for the Yankees. Really, all month and most of July, the guy's been on an absolute tear. He's got 12 home runs in his last 29 games, including 3 against the White Sox on Tuesday night on the way to the Yankees almost losing that game, but winning it 4-1.
So, do you want to hear my absolute heartbreak with Juan Soto home runs? This is a little segue into Bet the Rent. It will be coming back real soon, ladies and gents. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? Soto has 2 home runs. I was like, let me throw $10, see if he hits a third. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. I ended up not doing it. He hits the third. I was so upset. I was so mad.
The stream I was watching, which was definitely a legal stream of the game, was the White Sox feed. And the whole at bat, after he had 2, they were like, well, let's see if he does it again. Let's see if he does it again. And boy, when that ball took off, the play-by-play guy, I don't know his name. It's not Hawk anymore. He was like, so mad. He was like, And there's the third.
My
That's like
favorite-
all he said.
My favorite was the season where Glaber was killing the Orioles. And every time he would come up, the Orioles play-by-play was like, hey, guys, stop pitching to him. And then he hits the ball, and he's like, and there's another one because you keep pitching to Glaber. Good
I
time.
love it. But, yeah, he's hitting 351, Juan Soto, over that 29-game stretch. And his OPS is 1.237. Over 1.
So I saw stats. If Aaron Judge did not exist in the American League, I believe Juan Soto leads the league in everything but home runs. I think Judge is number 1 and Soto's in number 2 in almost every statistical category, which, boy, oh boy, are they keeping the Yankees alive.
And Soto has over 30 home runs again. He was the youngest player to do it, right, if I'm not mistaken.
He's also the youngest player to hit a home run against every team.
That's right, yes. They that happened recently as well. It's just incredible. That was the first home run that he had ever hit at Guaranteed Rate Field.
Against the White Sox. That was the last team. Mm-hmm. He was 29-30.
Very cool stuff. Juan Soto, Yankees dropped the first game to the White Sox.
We knew they would.
But Nasty Nestor was good, and Juan Soto was even better. So there's the good. Okay. The bad. The bad is the handling of the Jordan Childs situation with her bronze medal. I think it's been really ugly on all sides of this situation. So if you don't know about it, and I'm sure most people do because the Olympics are over, and when this comes out on Friday, it'll be over for almost a week. But Jordan Childs was awarded a bronze. Oh, she keeps sending me baby pictures. How am I going to talk with this on my watch? Anyway, she appealed to get her score looked at after one of her routines, and the judges of the event decided that they missed a skill, and they gave her the points needed to get to third place, so she took home bronze. Now, the girl from Romania was heartbroken because she was third place, and then suddenly it was taken away from her. She gets her medal. They do the medal ceremony. The Olympics are over. Well, now the powers that be say, hold on. Jordan Childs maybe isn't getting the bronze because her coaches submitted the appeal after 64 seconds. And the limit for your appeal time is 60 seconds. Okay? There's a problem.
That's insane.
And now we're saying the Romanian actually has the better score because you submitted the appeal too late. So the Romanian gets the bronze. Okay. So, all right, they both have a bronze medal.
That's all I would do is I would just give them both a bronze.
We're going to take Jordan Childs' medal away from her. The whole Star Spangled Banner. She didn't come in first, but she's on the podium. Nope. Sure, she's a gold medalist already. But nope, not the individual. No, we're taking it. We want it back. The problem I have is not that it was taken away. Sure. What a stupid rule. 64 seconds. Okay, nickel and dime me all you want. Take the medal away. Why, when the appeal was submitted, was it not squashed immediately? Oh, your time is up. You were 4 seconds too late, which is late. It's that late, but it's still late. Okay, that's how late. It's like the difference of me walking there and saying it and saying it while I'm here. But the problem I have is that it wasn't dealt with there. Instead, all this was allowed to transpire. Romania was put through the ringer of emotions as well. For the Romanian woman, it's it's unfair as well because it was robbed away from her.
Romanian stealing. Who could have guessed? There's like 14 angry gypsies right now.
Can you even say that word?
Angry?
No.
Gypsy?
Yes.
The word gypsy's in the song Melissa by the Allman Brothers.
I swear it's like a slur now. No cap.
Oh, we're talking about Romania. I don't know.
It's also in the song Colder Weather by Zach Brown.
That's right.
There's a lot of words in songs that you can't say.
I guess.
Define can't say.
Not allowed to.
Thank you. There's nothing preventing me from saying it.
All right. Listen. I don't even know what I was saying. But listen, it was unfair to Romania. It was unfair to the United States. I just don't like this whole situation. The whole thing was done very badly. Again, it's one thing to take it to say, nope, you're late. You're 64 seconds. You're 4 seconds over. Okay, because the same thing happens in other sports. Like if you want to challenge a play in any sport, you have like a time frame where you have to do it. You're not going to challenge it? Okay, we're going to drop the puck. Wait, I want to challenge it. Nope, we're dropping the puck. Or after the puck is dropped. Wait, no, that was offsides. Doesn't matter. You're not going to go back and say, all right, now let's review it. It's over.
Yeah, it's like, that's like overturning a game in the Stanley Cup Game 2 and during Game 3. It's like, oh, by the way, we're gonna have to replay that because that goal doesn't count anymore.
This is like doing it after the Stanley Cup's been awarded.
It's kind of true.
Kinda.
And saying no, there was an offside
By the tip of a skate. Yeah, it's true.
What are we doing? Why? This is the Olympics. Why was this not handled? Like that's what I don't get. That's got me mad. But not as mad as Australians. Not as mad as Australians because the A of the week is ray gun.
How is this not bad, bro?
Good question. I have found great joy in this situation.
That is fair.
Okay?
That is a very fair point.
I am not making fun of ray gun.
I am. She was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
But that's not making fun of her. Saying that she was bad isn't making fun. Or bullying. She was
an
terrible.
Embarrassment.
She was terrible.
Pretty sure she was the only person at the Olympics to ever receive a 0 as a score. not a 1 point.
I could have gotten 1 point.
She could have hit like 30 seconds worth of a crump and been fine.
In fact, she is the sole reason the sport isn't coming back to the Olympics.
Hey, listen. She's the and the reason why is because of this meme, okay? There's one in particular that I just saw this morning for the first time. I'm not talking about the one... There's 1,000.
The caterpillaring.
Listen. The meme is this. It's a bunch of her shrunk down. So it's like 7 or 8 ray guns, and they're all tiny. And it's somebody lifting up a big rock. And it's the bugs under the rock in my garden when I pick it up. I'm going to overlay it into this right now so you can see what I mean. And if you're listening, just you get the idea. She kind of bamboozled the Olympics.
She got
using a word Dad uses all the time.
Yeah. She got the She got the country of Australia to pay for a free trip to France is what she did.
She bamboozled everybody, and she's so proud of it. She's like, I went in there, and I still did it, and I wanted to stay true to my roots, so she did the kangaroo.
Well, did you see that there was like some suspicious stuff with how she actually got there? Like the qualifiers in Australia?
No.
Yeah, like apparently like
how did she get there?
No, literally people looked into it and apparently there's some like suspicious thing like she's friends with the executive of the people that like run the qualifiers.
Yeah, but wouldn't the country want to be represented with dignity? Like that, like it's me as a teacher. You represent me and the school. Behave yourself in the auditorium. Like they represent their country. Like that's right. That's a continent.
Listen, read the
And a country.
Read the document, because like I don't have her memorized, but
He's got her doxed over there.
I don't have her doxed. Someone has, whoever she knew doxed.
She kind of made a mockery of the Olympics, and it wasn't even 671 that made a mockery of the Olympics. Who was the Chinese break B girl? That's what they're called, B girls and B boys. Yeah, she single-handedly eliminated breakdancing from the Olympics. And she can say that. She's got that notch in her belt. And if I may lobby for a sport to be included in the next Olympics, I would say it should be cheerleading. But that's just me. I have reasons.
I saw a list of 4 sports that are supposed to come. I saw flag football, baseball, softball, and one other one I forget.
I think cheerleading should be an Olympic sport. It is cleared to be an Olympic sport.
I'm going to say no, because you get Canada, the U.S., and Australia. That's it.
I know. And so I was having this discussion with the mouse.
I don't think there's a Beijing cheer team. Here come the Kenyan cheerleaders.
Yo, I bet they'd be mad good at it, though, the Chinese. Because they're mad good at synchronized swimming.
They'd be
like,
building,
cheerleading's the same,
they
but
wouldn't
above
be,
water.
They wouldn't be building pyramids. They'd be building, like, hexagons.
Yeah, no, literally. They'd go crazy.
They would. I was having this talk with Melissa, and I don't know that there's enough nations involved in it. And it's the same thing. So, like, Team USA gets a handball team. They automatically qualify next summer games. But they don't have a team right now. They have to field the team.
Do you want to get really good at handball?
Do you
want to get really good at handball?
They were interviewing somebody in the handball realm, and they said, what kind of players are you looking for? And they were like, well, anybody that does polo, water polo, basketball players, baseball players. And I'm like,
we should get really
I'm
good.
pretty good at handball. I played it at camp for 5 years.
I was nasty in 7th grade gym class.
I know. Like
That's
I'm pretty good at handball. I played it at CSA all the time. The only problem is I throw so hard. I would throw so hard, not relative to handball players, but I would throw my arm out. My elbow. My elbow would be fried at the end of a game.
Coach, you got to pull me. I got bursitis.
I need a Tommy John for the handball
I've
game.
been throwing a handball too hard.
And I think the problem is that it was the squishy ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a real handball.
Yeah.
And so you're throwing harder than you need
Necessary.
to. Right. And anyway, ray gun, big time. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys? Never mind. Not even gonna.
Okay. You sure?
I'd like to hear, honestly.
So in high school, they put me in all 3 years. We had 2 gym classes at the same time. They were like half gym, but 95% of the time we would just go all together. And I was put adjacent to the special needs gym class 3 straight years. Please do not laugh at me. It's not. I wasn't in it. I was not in it. I was adjacent.
He was near it.
I was
he
adjacent.
was not in it.
I remember clear as day. I was playing dodgeball. I wonder if Chef Nick remembers, because he was in that class. I was playing dodgeball, and we used to use the squishy, like, black. They looked like cannonballs. You know exactly where this is going. They looked like cannonballs, but they had a hole at the top of it.
Oh, no.
And you could cover the hole and put spin on it. Yes. So I'll never forget. I'm throwing this thing, and it's curving, and Chef Nick just ducks down, and behind him, I swear to God, out of a movie, is just a special needs lady. Her name was Lorena. She was the cutest. We love
sweetheart.
Lorena. Hit her square in the face.
I bet that didn't sit well.
I sat. I was like, listen, I don't think you should be eliminated. I should be eliminated. And I went and I sat out, and I gave her a hug afterwards.
So you're a good man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It could have been anybody. But it was Lorena.
It was Lorena.
It was a headshot. You should sit. A headshot means you sit, doesn't it?
I guess.
Anytime I've
I
ever played
would-
dodgeball and
yeah.
you get hit in the head, you sit.
We weren't in those cushy streets at Danbury High School, brother.
Cushy.
Cushy. That's D block. It's like the
Say
battlefield up
cushy
there.
down there. We had gang fights, man.
In and out. I was in and out. Change in the locker room after? No, I didn't get changed. I just took my backpack and left. I was not hanging around there. I didn't want any part of it. It was very loud, raucous.
Gang fights.
It was raucous. Okay?
It's an SAT word.
Stabbings.
This is true. My second day of freshman year, there was a fight.
That's
and
always happens.
at the cafeteria. It was outside on like the pavilion, and the kid shoved the other kid against the glass so hard that the glass broke. The cafeteria, the big glass, just shattered everywhere. And I remember I wrote in my planner, such a dope. I wrote in my planner, first fight of the year under the date. And then every time there was a fight that year, I would document it. I forget how many there were. There were a lot.
You're a narc, weren't you?
What's wrong with
I
this guy?
was.
He actually, yeah. No, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. He actually was. That's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that.
I was.
Ask him where he was at during lunch period.
What teacher did you sit with during lunch period?
Don't ask me what teacher I sat
Did
with.
you actually sit with the teacher?
No,
He didn't.
I wasn't a teacher.
Where were you? Where were you, Nick?
It was Officer Morlock.
You sat in the...
With the resource
Oh my
officer.
He was a narc.
Listen, first of all,
He was
first
an
of all-
informant.
okay. First of all, Officer O'Brien is friends with my uncle, okay, with our uncle. So I knew him. Rob Morlock, who's a great guy, a great man, was, you know what? Just shut up. Yes, I was a narc, okay? I was a narc.
Him being a narc actually helped me out in the long run, though. So it all worked out.
Did you always get the... You're Christopher's brother, aren't you?
No, I got in trouble and he got me out.
That's what brothers are supposed to do.
Okay? I bailed him out. Anyway, I picked up the pieces. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm for. So stop making fun of me.
Narc.
Rob Morlock actually did the race across America. It's a bike race. He's completed it, I think, a couple of times. He does large scale bike races. He's ridiculous shape. He's probably 60 now. Ridiculous shape. I mean, he's riding a bike he's racing across the country on a bike.
I mean, that time this guy's like Forrest Gump on a bicycle.
Yeah, he's like Gump. He's like Hanks.
Across the whole country. Starts in Maine, finishes in Oregon.
Started in California, and then it went back this way, I think. Anyway, yes. How about a little? I used to know you. Wait, did you ever know Al Kessler? There's a lot of name dropping today. Did you ever know Alec Kessler? He
Can't
was
recall.
the sports director at WestCon before me. Well, before he named, I love you. Before he named Kyle the sports director, he named him sports director over me, and then I won it from Kyle the next year in the election.
Like Speedy Petey, Kyle?
Speedy Petey Kyle. We're on the same page. Okay. So Al used to say baseball a really funny way. He would put the French Canadian ending to all the guys' names, even though that's not how they pronounce them. And so when he said baseball, he said baseball. Baseball. Stop.
Well, we got Lori now, so
Yeah, that's right.
let's have her on the pod one day. That'd be nice.
Lori? She would.
She absolutely would.
She would. She would come in.
Camp is going on now. Maybe we hit them up, see if we can get some exclusives.
Why not? I think we would.
Give it a shot.
There's no reason we should not be in that booth.
I need to know. No, I'm saying
I know, but there's no reason we should not be
in the good booth.
in the booth. The booth.
Any booth we're in is a good booth.
in the main booth
Listen, Nick.
next to the
Nick,
scorekeepers.
you weren't there, but all I'm saying is Chris and I have never had a blocked punt returned for a touchdown call be, and I quote, blockety block, 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 block.
Excuse?
I swear on this
It's
podcast,
really true.
Westcon blocked a punt,
Okay.
picked it up,
Opening drive of the game.
picked it up and returned it for a touchdown.
Okay.
The call for the touchdown was blockety block, 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 block. Welcome to the Wolf Den.
Welcome to the Wolf Den.
And they got us on the radio.
They can be careful. You're gonna turn it off. You're gonna shut it down. They got us on the radio. I'm on low FM radio on 91.7 WXCI.
We're not even on Toucher and Rich anymore.
No.
Because I don't even think Rich is on it. I think it's like Toucher and something
Yeah.
else.
That sounds like the have you heard the AI of that girl that does baseball?
Yes, the Oakland Athletics.
Yeah. There's people make AI of
Yeah,
her.
I know.
Doing just terrible.
Except the
calls.
real calls are just as
Oh
bad.
yeah, they are. But there's some
Not
ridiculous
because
AI
she's a woman,
ones out
because
there.
she sucks. That's
You
why.
could be a good woman in sports. She's just not one.
There are good women.
There
in
also
sports.
are lots of awful and good men in
There's
sports.
a lot of
That
awful
is
men in
very
sports.
true.
What we're getting at here is Lori, looking at you right now. What's going on? Get your boys in the booth.
We can do it.
Blockety block.
Block, block, block. Welcome to the Wolf Den.
I gotta find it too.
I'm not name dropping here. We're not gonna do that.
No.
We're not gonna be mean like that.
No.
All right. So we have two MLB playoff races that are going on, and one is in the AL, one is in the NL, obviously. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to pick our team that we think is going to make that third wild card, which is new this season in Major League Baseball. We talked about the implications that it had on the trade deadline and how it kind of made sellers stand pat, or it made sellers buyers in some cases in Major League Baseball. But what we're going to do today is I picked the top 3 or 4 teams in the third wild card race to talk about which one of them will end up taking that spot. One of the teams on there might take the second wild card spot or the first, but we're talking specifically about that third spot. Let's start in the American League. Are you prepared to answer this, or just me and Anthony?
I have no idea any of the teams, but I was gonna guess one and say the Guardians.
Nope, they have the best record in baseball. Next.
They're not going to be in the third wild card.
Where have I been?
Oh, my.
We'll handle this.
Okay. So in the American League, Anthony, you go first for the American League. The Royals currently have the third wild card spot. The Red Sox are second in that race. The Red Sox are a game and a half behind the Royals, and then the Mariners at 2.5 games out. The next closest team is the Rays, who are 6 games out, which is striking distance, but it's already mid-August.
They sold already.
Right, and it's done. They're not looking to make a playoff push right now. It also could be the White Sox at 37 games back of that spot.
There were 23 and
29 and 92.
that's insane.
But they're winning right now.
Well, they're playing
Of
the
course they
Yankees. Duh. The Royals, the Red Sox, or the Mariners?
I'm going to go the Royals. Royals are standing pat, but they have a kid by the name of Bobby Witt Jr. If not for Aaron Judge, this kid's the clear-cut MVP.
1,000%.
And they have a resurgence with Seth Lugo. They have, I believe, Brady Singer is their ace. Listen, they're doing everything right. They have timely pitching. They have the timely hitting. They have a decently put together roster. They're just enough. Do I think they make noise in the playoffs? No. Do I think they sneak in? Yes. Red Sox, I think their pitching's really good. Their lineup's very shaky. And the Mariners, I think they have too tough of a schedule left. I mean, they have a lot of talent there, but I think it's a too little, too late scenario unless they go on a historic run. So, a team that plays in the very not good AL Central. Got to go with the Royals.
I also agree with you. I agree that it's the Royals. I don't think the Red Sox are going to make the playoffs this year. It has nothing to do with me being a Yankees fan. I think the Red Sox have a decent team, but they have a lot of holes. But not only in their starting lineup, but also in their pitching. The bullpen hasn't been very good. The starting has been in and out. And Yeah, they're 8 games above 500 right now, but I don't see them. Their defense has not been good enough, and their pitching hasn't been good enough to get them in. I think the Royals get it.
Give me the Mariners.
Okay.
They've been the hottest out of the 3 teams you've mentioned. Ba-boom.
What, over the last 10 games?
Correct.
Okay. Fair. I think the Mariners can do it. I think the biggest problem I have with the Red Sox, and where you actually might have a point, is the Red Sox and the Royals have a difficult schedule till the end of the year. I looked at their schedule, and the Red Sox against teams that are over 500 this season, except for the Yankees, are 25-38, which is pretty poor. The Royals are 27-33. The Mariners actually have a winning record against teams over 500 at 32-31. So you do have somewhat of a point there. But Bobby Witt Jr., like you said, dude is hitting .404 at home. And I want to talk to Yankee fans for a second. Okay? Yankee fans are like, this guy's no MVP. This guy's home and away splits are unbelievably different. I'm like, he's hitting .289 on the road. Okay, sure, that's a big difference from .404, but it's still .289 on the road.
289 is still better than 7 out of the 9 Yankees starters.
Are we really going to say that his home and away splits are really strange when he's hitting almost 300 away from home?
Judge's home and away splits are strange too. He hits way better, and he hits for more power at Yankee Stadium. I wonder why.
Like, come on.
It makes no sense.
Not to mention, their starting rotation, 4 of their 5 starters have an ERA of 3.5 or less. And when Michael Wacha's your 4th starter and you're having him pitch to a 3.50 ERA, you're in good shape. I think it's their spot to lose. Obviously, they have somewhat of a lead. I think the Royals could overtake the Twins eventually in the 2nd wild card spot, but I really like the Royals as well. We are in agreement there. We've been a lot of disagreeing lately.
Yeah, we have disagreed a lot.
But which is fine. But there we agree. And now we'll move over to the National League. For the National League, just for Nicky, the Dodgers.
Give me the Mets.
Okay. The Dodgers, Phillies, and Brewers have the division spots right now. And the wild card is Diamondbacks, Padres, Braves. But that race for the 3rd wild card is the Braves, the Mets, the Giants, and the Cardinals. And sort of the Reds and the Cubs. The Cubs are 5 games back. The Reds are actually hot right now.
Give me the Pirates.
Give me the Mets.
The Pirates at 7.5 games.
Give me the Pirates.
Why? They are 0-10 in their last 10 games.
2 words. Raise the Jolly Roger.
Why? Why would you? That team is disgustingly bad right now. Eli should not be watching any of their games right now.
2 more words. Livy Dunn.
Why do you think the Pirates are going to make?
Are we letting him get away with that being 2 words?
Raise the Jolly Roger?
Yeah.
I just let it go.
The Jolly Roger was all
That's the
hyphenated.
kid in class that just says the same answer every time, and I'm just like, okay, moving. I just ignore
Mr. Walker, it's Ohio. Skibbity, Ohio.
Right, yes. That's exactly it. The Rizzler. I know. Which team do you really think will make it out of the 3?
Atlanta.
Their
team is too good.
We are in agreement there as well.
It's definitely not going to be the Mets. It's not going to be the
Give
Cardinals.
me the Mets.
I had a phone call with Anthony when he was leaving because I pitched this idea of which team is going to make it. And I said, I am not going to be the guy that says the Mets because I don't want to be
the guy that says the Mets.
The guy that says the Mets. Because the guy that says the Mets always eats his words. Frank the Tank. Kyle Kloiber. All the other Mets fans.
Every one of them. Every single one of them.
All of them. This is our year. They're the kings of this is our year. They're also.
I think this is though.
Okay. I don't think that is, but okay. I think it's the Braves as well, Anthony. Charlie Morton just got his 2000 strikeout. Chris Sale's having a good year.
Chris Sale's having quite possibly a Cy Young season.
Yeah, 13-3 record so far. I believe his ERA is south of 2. The last time I checked.
Close. It's close.
The bullpen has been very good. They've got a lot of guys in the bullpen with ERAs under 3. Ozuna's having a 301 season.
Ozuna from the Braves.
And how about Travis d'Arnaud anchoring things behind the plate to a tune of 255, which is very good for a catcher.
I like Austin Riley. I like Matt Olson.
Yeah.
I like Ozuna from the Braves. This team is good. The core of that World Series team, minus Freddie Freeman, is there.
Yeah.
Minus Dansby Swanson. They're there, but again, it's their pitching is really, 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 really good. And their lineup is very, very good as well. I think they're going to hold. Sorry, I think they're going to hold on to the spot. I don't see the Mets making a push. The Mets aren't anything special. I don't see the Cubs and the Cardinals making a push because, for all intents and purposes, the Cubs and the Cardinals were sellers at the deadline. They should have been sellers.
The Braves have also distanced themselves in the most recent couple of games because they're playing the Giants. The Braves have taken 2 straight from the Giants, and they play tonight and tomorrow again. And I know we don't usually do day-to-day stuff on this podcast, but we're in a playoff race now, and the Giants are really falling apart against the team they're chasing. So it's not great for the Giants. I don't see the Giants, Cardinals, Reds, or Cubs making a big enough push here. I mean, if the Reds keep no.
Reds would be a cool team to watch make a push. Pirates would be a cool team to watch make a push. That's it. Diamondbacks are good. They're always going to be good. Giants are cool. They have a great.
I think the Padres are pretenders.
I hate the Padres. I do. I don't know why. I just they every year they're winning the offseason. They win the trade deadline. Nothing. They don't do anything with it.
No.
How do you have a team of?
It's like the Leafs.
It's like how do you have Tatis? How do you have Tatis, and Machado, and this guy, and that guy, and this guy, and that guy, and you don't make it out of the first round of the playoffs?
It's pretty bad. But yeah, there you have it. So there's our little MLB playoff race update. We'll keep going with this as the season goes on, kind of like we did with hockey. Because, I mean, we're coming right up on the end of... we're going to do it again. And speaking of hockey, we're going to talk about it for a few minutes today. We're not going to go too deep into it. But just like we did last year at this time, I like saying that, we have our way too early Stanley Cup final picks and Stanley Cup champion picks for the 2024-2025 season. Before we start this, though, I do want to announce, okay, to everybody watching and listening, and to you both, in case you didn't see it. Maybe you did. The Toronto Maple Leafs have named...
Don't ruin my surprise.
Why?
He was in contention for a Grammys grinder, just to make you upset.
JT was?
No.
Oh, or AM.
AM.
Oh. No, there's a new captain, and it's not John Tavares. No.
It's not Pajama Boy.
It's not the Pajama Boy. They took it away from him. And I want to tell you something, Anthony. They made it seem really mutual. They made it seem really cordial.
You're going to open this box with not your jersey on it with a C. That's insane.
They make it real happy sounding. You got stripped of your captaincy. What a shame.
That's awful.
How do you rebound from that?
He signs next offseason. He signs back with the Islanders.
Yes.
And pushes them to a cup.
Yes. Come back, JT.
That's how you rebound.
We'll take you back. He will never come back to that team.
No.
Would he?
He needs to go to a team like Minnesota.
He would do well there.
Would do
and
really
I could
well
hate
there.
him over there, too.
Yeah, you can. As long as he doesn't go to Dallas.
Oh, that would be worse than anybody.
that would be the worst.
That would be so bad. But yeah, a month from tomorrow, so a month from the 15th of August, is usually the beginning of the preseason in the NHL. And listen, I know I'm the biggest summer person of all time. Oh, a month from tomorrow is my kid's 3rd birthday. My God, Sabrina's going to be 3. Just hit me there. But the preseason also starts usually on the 15th, which is a great day to be born, I think. I know I'm a summer guy, but the fall coming means hockey's back, and I don't care how mad I get or how many times I throw keys or how many times I get upset. I'm excited. And so because of that, we're going to do our way too early Stanley Cup predictions now. I've been talking a lot, so somebody else talk.
Yeah, Nicky, you've been quiet. You take it away.
I'm ready.
Sorry.
I don't think you guys are going to like this.
This is going to be absolute buffoonery.
But maybe you guys will agree. It's not buffoonery at all.
Wild Islanders!
What? Oh, wait. Did I have to pick, like, for the East Conference?
Oh, my God.
Yes?
I was just picking, like, the Stanley Cup winner.
Well, who are they going to beat, Nick?
Who are they going to beat? Okay, yeah, I got it. Lecton, okay. The winner of the Stanley Cup Finals will be the New York Rangers. And I'll tell you why. I've seen this happen so many times in the past few seasons. The team that did the best the season before, they crumble, and then they do worse in the regular season, and then they win the playoffs.
Like the Panthers?
Did that happen with them?
I mean, it sounded really good. I
It
thought
sounded like
you were going
it sounded
somewhere.
like you were literally writing the Panther script.
That's what the Panthers just
they,
did.
They lost the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
They lost the Stanley Cup last year.
Well, I was also thinking the Lightning and the Capitals did that just before, too.
Yes.
So that's where my head's at. The Rangers are winning it, and they're beating the Colorado Avalanche because the Stars are going to get out in the first round.
Oh, they're going to beat the Avalanche. Wow, Dev's going to be heartbroken if that comes true. Oh, my God. Dr. McCormick would not be happy about that.
I would actually put money on that. I might actually when I get home.
Futures bet?
Yeah.
Rangers over Avs. Okay.
All right.
Anthony?
I don't know if you want to do a futures bet on this one, but
Definitely not. I
carried
can already tell.
by some insane goaltending from Yusei Saros.
Oh.
The Nashville Predators
Smashville.
are going to beat the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Nashville over Carolina. Wow. Okay.
That's actually not bad. It's interesting.
They added some veterans. Yusei signed up for a while. I think this is Carolina's
They've got
year.
a lot of guys on that team now. They stole a lot of players away from other teams on July 1.
And they stole a lot of players with playoff experience. They have they added 2 Conn Smythe winners.
How about Steven Stamkos?
Did Stamkos win a Conn Smythe?
I'm
no.
talking about
In general, yeah.
How about the fact that he's on the Preds?
Stamkos, Marchessault. Yeah.
Right. Oh, my God. That
Yeah.
team better make a run. Okay. Out of the Eastern Conference. This is a devastatingly awful prediction. But I have the Toronto Maple Leafs out of the East. I think Matthews is going to do it. I think he's going to do it. If they got to find good goaltending all year, and they're going to do it. And I think out of the Western Conference, I think it's going to be the Edmonton Oilers again. And I say the Oilers win the Stanley Cup this year. Similar to what the Panthers did the previous 2 years. It's very boring. I'm just kidding. That's not my pick. My pick is Utah over the Islanders in 7. I have Edmonton. Yes, Edmonton over Toronto. Make for one heck of a final.
So we'll make sure we'll keep these bookmarked. So we have Edmonton over Toronto, we have Nashville over Carolina, and we have the Rangers over the Avs.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about our own teams today.
I can't believe none of us picked the same.
It's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, no, I like it.
We're not talking about our own team. That'll be
None of our team is winning it. So.
in September. I just want my 5-game series again next season.
I don't think I'm getting it.
I don't think I'm getting anything.
I just want
to
to play. I just want to play a game past March. Wasn't it? No, April.
You want to play into mid-April? Yeah. I just want 5 games, but I think that might be too much to ask this season for some reason. I
agree.
I think this is going to be a meltdown. I think they.
I agree.
I think they might finish last.
Just tear it down.
I think we're fighting for last, honestly.
Blow it up. Isles and Lightning are going to be the worst teams in the division. Ew.
I think Minnesota is going to have a resurgence.
Minnesota's on the up and up right now.
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
We're on the down and down.
Yeah, we're both going. But see, the Lightning went like this. Okay, here we go talking about our own teams. They went straight to the mountaintop. Okay,
and then
they were at the mountaintop for a long time, and now they're like here. They're descending, but they're still on the mountain. The Islanders went like this.
Oh.
And then they went like that. And they stayed there one more year, and now they're back to middle. They're just on the ridge. They went to almost the peak twice, except for the Lightning. You had to go and ruin it twice in a row, including once while I was on vacation on the Cape. I'll never forget watching that Game 7 when Yanni Gord scored the shorthanded goal. That was the first shorthanded goal the Islanders gave up.
We
all
had
season.
no business winning that series, honestly. We played so bad.
The Islanders would have been Stanley Cup champions if they won that game.
We got outplayed in that whole series.
Who they play?
The Canadians,
Habs, right? Yeah.
And they were not good. The Islanders would have been the Stanley Cup champions. Wow. What a lament. Anyway, that's that. Okay. Grammys Grinders of the Week. It's time for Grammys Grinders of the Week. I'll go first since it's hockey related. Sam Rosen is my Grammys Grinder of the Week. I don't know if you guys heard, but yesterday it was announced that effective at the end of this coming season, Sam Rosen, the Rangers play-by-play broadcaster, will be retiring. And I just wanted to reiterate how much I loathe this guy, but it's all out of love. Sam has been the Rangers play-by-play broadcaster for 40 seasons. This will be his 40th season.
How many cups has he called? How many Stanley Cup victories has he called?
1.
That's kind of sad, actually, when you think about it.
One. But the one was legendary. And I will say his call, "The waiting is over." That is like spine-chilling to this day.
You might not see one in your lifetime.
That was the one where Henrik Lundqvist played really, really well and they won the cup, right? It had to have been. They didn't blow it in overtime in Game 7, did they?
Game 7? It was
No,
Game 5.
5.
Martinez, it's over. That was Doc. No, it was in 1994 when Mike Richter led them to their Stanley Cup victory, and Mark Messier and Brian Leach and Adam Graves and all those guys that Mom loves. So Sam, shout out to you. His big thing is it's a power play goal. It drives me nuts. But it's all out of love. A legend, absolute legend. And he does football broadcasts on CBS for the Panthers, doesn't he?
Couldn't tell you.
Pretty sure he does the Panthers radio.
I've never. I know Luke did the radio last year. Keekly was play-by-play, which he's on CBS too. He's gonna be on CBS.
I know Sam does NFL. I think he used to do. No, I don't remember. I don't want to get it wrong. He's 77 years old. He is in the Jewish Hall of Fame, Jewish Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
I was almost in that. I dribbled a basketball once.
Oh God, broadcasting.
You could have just let me have my joke. Is Jerry Springer also in that Hall of Fame?
No.
Mayor Jerry?
I don't know. Rest in peace. I don't know. I don't know that.
Are you looking up the Jewish
Yep.
broadcast?
Let's look it up. I don't even know. Okay. Maybe. It's a maybe. I don't know. Anthony, who's your Grammys grinder?
My Grammys grinder this week. This month, I guess. He's been pitching well this month. This is also a shameless attempt to get him on the podcast. I went to high school with him. My Grammys grinder of the week is a pitcher, left-handed pitcher for the Tri-City Dust Devils by the name of Nick Mondak. I went to high school with him. So, Nick, you can call in. It'll be cool. But no, he had a shoulder, he had an elbow surgery earlier this year, so he started the season on the 60-day injured list. Was not good. Did not pitch well throughout July with high A Tri-City. Pitching to a 5.14 ERA. Not good. But in the month of August, he's pitching to a 1.29 ERA. 3 games, 7 innings in relief. He's only given up 4 hits. 1 earned run. This is what I really like. 1 walk, 13 strikeouts in 7 innings of work. All I'm saying is if they can harness this kid's strikeout potential, it's going to be a quick rise to the Angels. Because the control is there. He's just giving up too many runs. But Nick, great guy, awesome dude. You can come on the pod. My Grammys grinder, Nick Mondak.
Very good. Nikki?
When I saw what happened, I picked this right away, and I didn't think about it more than 1 second. And I might have picked him before, and you might not even say he's a grinder, but I don't care, because what I saw is quite possibly the best thing I've ever seen. Steph Curry is my Grammys grinder.
Oh, well, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. In context, it's not because he made one of the most historic shots in basketball history. You can argue with a wall. It's not because he single-handedly won them gold medal in those last 2 games.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you why it is. The game is close. Okay?
Yeah.
You bring the ball up the court. You have the GOAT and one of the most pure hoopers standing to your left, wide open with their arms in the air. And you have 2 defenders on you. And what do?
He chucked that thing up there.
You chuck the ball.
Wasn't one of the defenders Wemby?
It was Batum.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was saying, I know I saw a picture of Wemby. In
That was a
face.
different one.
That's
That
the
was a different
famous
one.
shot
Yeah,
is of
yeah.
Wemby and
Yeah.
him shooting over Wemby. But Wemby, Batum, it didn't matter who it was. Dude, the four 3-pointers in the last 2 minutes of the game. The one with the 2 guys on him, it was just him. It was just him.
I got chills. I mean, did you see the bench's reaction?
Could you imagine?
The place went silent.
Could you imagine if Mike Breen was on that call?
Bang!
Someone made an edit of
God.
it. Someone made an edit of him calling it.
Curry for the gold! Bang! That would have been.
It might have been the first triple bang.
awesome.
It might have been the first triple bang in history.
Yep.
That would have been insane.
But yeah, the bench's reaction was insane to watch. Like just you have all the all-stars watching you do that, and none of them for a second are like, "What is he doing?" Bam said he was like, his first reaction was, "What the f is he doing?" And he's like, "Oh, it's him." And then it just drops.
You can imagine everybody sitting there like, "Oh, it's that."
The one guy who's not questioning it is Steve Kerr. Watching from the bench. He's
Yeah.
like, all right.
He's like, again.
This is just another game. This is just another
This
game.
is just what he does, except it's for the gold and it's in a tight game. Oh my God. It was,
behind enemy lines.
it was just unbelievable. I was going nuts. It was an unbelievable performance.
Yes.
That is making your country proud. He did his country proud. He did it for the name on the front, not the name on the back.
That is true.
With LeBron James next to him.
The opposite of Ray Gun, if you
LeBron,
would.
Yes.
Kevin Durant. 2 of the most clutch also.
Right?
Not only are they some of the best basketball players ever.
Nobody I'd rather have take the shots, though, than Steph. The
Especially
chef.
when he's hot. Oh, my God.
I know he was a little bit cold in the start of the gold medal game,
Yeah.
but it didn't matter.
No.
Unbelievable.
Mama, there goes that man again.
Nick, great pick.
Thank you.
That was Sports and Spaghetti, guys. A fun one. We had pizza. good pizza. 2 great pizzas. I'm going to take some of yours home. I've got some meat sauce or Sunday sauce to take home. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at Sports and Spaghetti Pod and on TikTok at Sports and Spag Pod. And then this from Sabrina. Do what she says. Yeah. It was another fun one today. Another good one. Nick's making dinner next week. I'm excited to find out what it is. Take us away, Anthony.
All right. That's Nikki. That's Chris. I'm Anthony. That's pizza. That's hot honey. I'm just naming things I see now. As always, take care of your loved ones. Make sure you drizzle the honey. Don't squirt it. And as always, stay full.